Hi, this is Margaret, and now we're going to start looking at some details about how to make drawings. And we'll start with foundation plans. We'll start at the bottom of a house and work up. So first of all, when you draw a foundation plan, you're looking down in plan view, and you're going to see the footing all the way around the house. And you'll have a continuous footing, that wider chunk of concrete all the way around the wall, a continuous footing. And you may have some footings in the middle of the house, depending on whether or not you have a bearing wall in there. And then also in the middle of the house, you'll have piers to support various posts and intermediate spans. Now, when you start drawing the plan view of the stem wall, and by the way, what we're looking at here is a plan drawing that we're going to start making. So when you start looking at where the stem wall is, think about where the outside edge of the actual wall of the house is, because you've probably laid that out already, and the edge of your stem wall is going to just line up with the edge of the wall itself. Now, how about the CAD standards that we use? The layer name that we use starts with an A, of course, because for architecture, and then the designation for foundation is FNDN. So your layer name will be A-FNDN, foundation. For lines, the stem wall, which is this concrete foundation wall that's sticking up vertically, the stem wall will be a continuous line and it will be thick. The footing will be outside of the stem wall and it's a dashed line, and dashed lines have longer dashes than hidden lines do. Notice they're about 3/4 of an inch. Then the piers, these concrete pad things, those are drawn with hidden lines, so they look like footings, but they're shorter dashes. They're hidden line dashes. For dimensioning, you will run from the outside face of a stem wall to the outside face, and here you see one with kind of a stair-step pattern. Notice how the extension lines for the dimension string always go to the outside corner of each place in the foundation. And if you have piers out in the middle, like we see here, you'll dimension to the center of each pier to locate it. Here's an example, or a few examples, from the person who wrote our textbook. It's a slightly different textbook. He also wrote a book about residential houses, and it's basically the same book. And this guy likes to do the McMansion style things. So anyway, here's a floor plan that he's showing us. First of all, here's the foundation plan, and you can see the continuous lines for the stem walls and the dashed lines for the footings. Actually, this one is a slab foundation. You don't actually see two lines for the stem wall. You see one line for the slab, and then you see the footing. And then he's showing you, so here's the foundation plan, and then next to it he's showing us the floor plan that would show us, in this case, where the joists would go. Here's the same house with a post and beam construction. And here's the same house if you put a full basement under it. So now we'll go to the next lecture and we'll look at actually drawing your foundation plan for our assignment.